people in this country are, I think people have finally started to come to terms with what's happening, what they want to happen, and what they feel should happen. People are finally starting to wake up. When I started the Visual Circle organization, it went through different stages. The first stage was just a simple self-distribution company as a way to get my works out. But then it moved to the Visual Circle Church, which was almost a type of religion, but it didn't make any sense to anyone. It didn't even make sense to me. It was a religion that believed in worshiping any religion of your choice. Basically, a church that protected the freedom of religion, but it didn't make any sense. So I finally turned the website, the Visual Circle website, into a site where anyone can post their forbidden writings, their lurid subject matter writings, but also there's another meaning behind it. I don't want people who post stuff on our website to be just people that are posting sick shit. I want these poems to come from the depths of their soul, these stories, whatever they have, from the very end of experience, which is what the Visual Circle organization is about. We're an activist group that believes in the preservation of American rights and extreme freedom. Basically, we feel that a person, once they purchase property, have a home on that property, they should have full right to do anything they want to do. This includes using drugs, consumption of alcohol, engaging in any sexual activity that they see fit. I don't understand the terms of statutory rape. A girl is incapable of making a decision to have sexual intercourse all the way up until the day before 18th birthday, and overnight she suddenly becomes capable of making that decision. Does that make any sense to you? I mean, I feel as long as the individual is consenting and they're at a reasonable age, which I don't think anyone is able to make that decision until they're at least 15 years old, that, you know, they want to have sex with someone who's quite a bit older than them, then that should be, you know, between them, and as long as their parents don't mind it, I don't see what the deal is, what the problem is. I mean, obviously, we cannot have an anarchist world. Anarchists, believe it or not, do not believe that the world would be chaos. They believe that everybody would get by fine without government, but that's just not a logical concept. I consider myself a realistic anarchist, in which case I believe that government should be minimal. I mean, we should have police factors to keep people from engaging in activities that will harm other people, but these days the police are not interested in saving lives. They're not interested in, you know, running to the home of a guy who's got a shotgun getting ready to shoot people. They're too interested in pulling over teenagers to see if they're smoking pot. I mean, they're investing way too much time, money, and effort into trying to bust people who are using drugs. The bottom line, people that want to use drugs are going to use drugs. It doesn't matter what you do. People are going to get high. Whether they have to huff gas, sniff glue, smoke pot, drink alcohol, they're going to do it. And you got to ask yourself the question, would you rather have your kids huffing gas, sniffing glue, or would you rather have them smoking pot? If they could get these drugs and get the high that they want, they would not be using these inhalants, which are 1,000 times more dangerous to your body than any drug could possibly be. And that's, you know, where we're coming from. It's not about whether or not we think people should use drugs. It's the issue of people should have the right to make that decision. I've gone on and on about this time and time again, but I don't think people understand just how serious it could become. With the advancements in technology, I mean, the government, I mean, people are literally monitored 24 hours a day. It's no matter where you go, you're on camera. I mean, GPS systems can track your cars. I mean, if you have one in your car, I mean, it's getting to the point where we have no privacy. The government knows where we're at all times, and they have full access to come and knock on our door and ask to search our homes. And whatever a person has in their home is their business. It should not be left up to the government to decide what a person should and shouldn't do. And all of you Christians out there who feel that drugs should stay illegal, let me ask you this. Do you drink coffee? Do you like caffeine? Do you smoke cigarettes? And if not, do you eat fattening foods? Do you eat calorie-filled foods? Because if you do, those are just as bad for you as anything else. It's going to get to the point to where caffeine's going to be made illegal. Fattening foods could be made illegal because the government wants obedient workers. It wants people to be kept in line. It does not want free thinkers. It wants people who stay steady with an IQ of about 98, people who are intelligent enough to work, but not intelligent enough to do anything better for themselves. And, I mean, you can be this obedient conformist, but you got to ask yourself, where's your cut of the pie? I mean, why aren't you getting your half? Why are all these rich fucks getting what they want and you're not getting any? You're just as entitled to it as anybody else is. And I'm certainly not a socialist. I don't believe that, I do believe in free enterprise. I believe that, the government should have no say-so in how the economy is functioning according to corporate America. But certainly, we should be willing to stand up and take our share. We're just as entitled to it as anybody else is. And the sooner that we realize that we are in control of our own destiny, the better, in my opinion.